managed to figure out what the issue with the cargo train is, and it's the mod that does the shipping containers is broken right now. So trying to assemble a train with the shipping containers from that mod doesn't work. But I managed to get the thumbnail made like only just a few minutes ago. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to get the thumbnail for YouTube while actually working properly. Because I know scheduling a stream, I can have it set for a scheduled stream, but I'm not sure how to do the stream scheduling thing with the restream. Not sure exactly how to get that all working. I just have to get this server mods updated real quick here. But, um, always lots of moments to scroll through and find things. Alright, so this time I actually made sure that my overlays are actually logged in properly, and my integration for the face tracking app is logged in. So now follows and donations and messages, chats should actually all show up properly now, hopefully. So I should all work correctly this time. Uh, I'm just waiting for the server to start back up again here. Uh, if none of the mods are causing it to crash. Because sometimes when I update mods on the server, it causes it to start crashing and then I have to downgrade the mod back, but it should all work because I updated the mods on single player to get the screenshot, so it just takes a while for it to start up. It should be just about up here. Yeah, it just takes a while to start up here. Um, I did also just get a new gaming chair for in my room. So when I'm actually like up in my room and not out here in the trailer, I actually have a decent chair now and not a really old dining room chair. So that should be yeah, that should be up then. Um, then I will get the thumbnails all changed for all of the previous streams on YouTube. Get all of those thumbnails changed over to the one that I just made. And should be up on server and get the tunnel board going. Yeah. Also, I forgot to leave the server after yesterday's stream. So I kind of ended up just sitting idle AFK on the server for a number of hours, like about 10 hours, because it'd be yeah, about 10 hours, I think. Whoops. And I may have ended up overfilling. Yeah. Um, may have ended up overfilling the track, but at least we should have plenty enough to go down and back without stopping, so I don't know, we should be good. The drills go, they are drilling, and we are off to start the tunnel bore. Yeah, so the first go down somewhere actually before we reach the turn. That's also the another annoying thing about the tunnel bore is when going around curves, it places random extra tracks here and there that it shouldn't be, but I can come back and break those up later. I just have to get around these curves, board out first. So, of course, they're gonna have issues starting up with the 20 bore. Well, because exactly what I was talking about. It's trying to place track where it shouldn't be. Um, which it's either I dump out, like it's either I dump out all of the track and just run the drill around a curve, or I try and steer and control it around to stay on track, which is probably more what I'm gonna do. Just try to keep it going the right way, I guess. Hmm. Realize that I can hit that to turn off the deployers, but that also turns off all the drills. So, this, whilst that one first, then hold turn. There we go. See how it's not actually getting all of that drilled out along with it, though? And now I'm gonna end up in the wall here. And that's the difficulty of this design of Talibor that I made. Yeah, the seat is entirely buried in here. Oh, of course it is. Let me just call this on back out. Yeah, see, it does all of that, which is honestly annoying to deal with. Now I have to go along and break it all. Because that should be extending out to here. Yeah. Unfortunately, running the tunnel board around these curves here is a little annoying to do, but I have to get those all bored out properly for the other trains to be able to go through. I'm gonna probably carry it around this way to start getting some of this way. But it's breaking that news, you know? Okay. Yeah, if I had done two separate bogies instead of just one, then it could probably follow around these curves easier. But yeah. Okay, why is it making that noise? Sounds annoying. Really? Goodbye. Why? It's kind of like pull it out enough. Yeah, I can just dig some of this out. looking around. I do also actually have a nice full water bottle next to me this time, but yeah, like I said, like totally miss drilling all of that. I think coming around this way, it'll be able to get all that out, I think. Uh, Actually, yeah, no, I just need to back up around here and then head back around to get back to the boat. It's annoying having to go back and forth around the bend multiple ways just to get it properly drilled out here. That's all I've gotta do to get it all drilled out, so. There's still gonna miss some of it that I'll have to do by hand, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. And of course, yeah, like filling in around for some of that and all. Try not to get run over and killed by the train. And still have like around here, I'll probably have to fill in or something. Unless I can go around and make it look nice. Maybe. Um, yeah, some of this area I'll have to place like a layer of sandstone down and then a layer of sand over that to cover it over. Um, That's interesting. And I think like probably about uh, yeah, probably about here. I'll bridge it across so then we just have like opening here to the train assembly yard when it goes into the system. And there's some peak of underground around here. I think maybe there might be one or two spots that it'll peek out along the way. I'll probably just cover those ones over because it'll just be like the very top of the tunnel, like a few blocks peeking out. Um, and then when we reach the community building, I'll have to kind of like design around the opening to make it look a bit nicer because it comes out from a slope. So I'll have to kind of like make that look nicer. Um, and where is this like chunk here that I have to get all cleared out? Is it totally missed both ways clearing any of this out? So by hand it is. Yeah, I definitely did not drink anywhere near enough water last stream. My throat was dead. My throat was just so absolutely dead after last stream. Oopsies, didn't drink enough water. I think I'll probably just pull the train out before. That is rather annoying that it does that though. There. Yeah, like coming around this way, we get like plenty far enough out around that side done, but this side doesn't get very much drilled out. Which I think probably a lot of around there I'll probably have to do by hand. Which I think I could just run the train around it and just like stop it every block or so to see where I have to mine out next. Yeah, because like a whole bunch of this will have to be all. A whole bunch of this will have to be done by hand. Yeah. Annoying. It's my own fault for the design of the toolbar that it does that. Completely my own fault for that. I can't even tell where we are because I'm in the ground right now. Like, I'm really stuck in the ground right now. Like, really. I think if I get enough of this drilled out, at least, then I can back in and get some more of it drilled out properly. If I can reach that from here, I don't think I can. Yeah. I still don't click it then. Just it's collision on the trains can be a little weird sometimes. There we go. I sit around this side of the road. If I like coming around this way, that side's fine. Around this way, not just setting this side. See that? Stuck to the ground again. Can you stop throwing me into the ground? Like, a little bit annoying here. I'm guessing I have to place some manual track here to actually get going forward again. And we'll probably have to pull it back some. Begin to get out of the train. Right now the sentence in here every day. The dig to get out of the train. Yeah, I just have to do some more digging to get out of the train. Hmm. But uh, if we get enough length here dug out, then I can back into here to get some more of this properly dug out. I just have to keep going back and forth and to get it dug out properly. Goodness. Alright, did I do just one bogey for this? It's still cute. And get that. Get casually digging outside of the train. Okay, here we go. Just what I still not. You should be placing track in front of yourself. Are you not? You have a lot of track. You were placing track in front of yourself. So now why am we not placing any track then? To happen that back and forth again, or of course, I have a bunch of issues with the tree clipping. There's a go around again. Is the terrible roller could rightly belongs to the this recommend and you can back up and then that. Nope. Okay, what's up? Let's cuss this. custom player model thing that I found. Actually on like a house. So cute. I love this model. It's amazing. Back this way. Okay. So now you're placing all your track around. Hi. Hi, now you're placing all your track. Seriously? Really? Raise real quick. Probably should have made the tunnel bore and then filled it with track. Yeah. This way around. Okay. That integration for the face tracking app worked. It shows a message of it there, but it didn't pop up at the top like it should have. So, yeah, that's still working. I'm still figuring things out for the proper streaming, for getting all the integration stuff working. Yeah. That should at least be enough. Drillouts. So now it's placing its track in front of it, because that derailed train thing popping up means that it reached the end of the track, or like it placed a track in front of it, and it has to update where the end of the track is, so it's a little bit annoying, but at least seeing that pop up lets me know that it is working properly at least, so alright. So now I have to, I have to back it up. It's a little annoying that the armor doesn't animate properly because it's not regular Minecraft armor, it's a mod armor, so mod armor doesn't animate properly with the custom models unless the model is made for it. Back the train up around here, pull it up here so that I can then back it up all the way around there. Can I reach so, yeah. Back it up around here. Pull it right around here. Like she's going to mine out some of it. I'll fill that over later anyways. It was nice to see like the fans on top when I speed up the fans. We got higher speeds, I think, maybe, because when actually going along and drilling, it does. Right, because I got track that place. To find far around. Really? Dude, really? How did you even get at me in the traverse? I just like squished you against the side. Really? You know it's in the train, dude. Where even did you go? Um, really? You're coming down at me again. Thanks. Actually, so that time so now you're not placing your track again. Seriously? Why? Oh, oh, God damn it. Like, going around that way, it places its track. Coming around this way, it just doesn't. It can't. And let's just back up a bit more. There it was. Gonna get that drilled out. Completely. Something spawned on the track that I managed to run over. How, how did you... How are you hitting me, dude? Really? I'm like, really just run you over. It's part of the... It's kind of part of the fun of running train and riding the trains is just we're running over all the mobs that happen to spawn on the tracks. Yes. Just see here. We do back. So I'm not killing with all the water. You stop shooting me through the train, god damn it. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Mhm. Um, let's see, to back up around here far enough to get behind that. I for some reason it's not it's placing its track coming around this way, which is the direction that it's going to be, like the direction the trains are going to be going, but I need it to be placed on its track going both ways so I can get more of that drilled out properly. Three, yes. So long nights I need to go back and forth around me. And now it's placing its track in front of me. Seriously? Dude? Like, really? Now you place your track in front of yourself going this way? And back up. And to back up. And to where? So I can only put forward here and back up around here. But you can see why I don't want to run out of track partway through, because then I'd have to back up all the way back. So having enough track to go all the way down and back is much better. Ow. If I didn't have such good armor, that would probably have just about killed me. Okay, so that's most of the way. Um, I think because it like comes and faces out this way and then it catches around and misses it that way, and it comes around and misses it this way, and all this I have to do by hand. At least enough of this. I have to get at least enough of this out here. I should pick up some of this Coming back to cleaner. Brush. And then what should info face about here, and the track goes right to the corner of my screen there. Is exactly where I need it to be. Uh, that's it. Yeah. As long as I don't click any blocks following that with the track in the corner of my screen, then it's fine for the rail. I think right out to that. Uh, so I want to try and make it symmetrical for me. That goes. Um, Did I always try to make it symmetrical so it looks nice from the station? There's under all of most of this area under here will be the spawn station. So making anything that's visible from spawn station look decent is pretty important. And then, well, I'm to eat. And then make sure I'm drinking enough water. Yeah. So that's symmetrical from that rain. I think just flatten this back out. I think that is exactly how it is on the creative testing mode. So I think in my creative world that is exactly how it is there. Anything else that I have to get cleared out here from around? I think so. I should at least try to get this side symmetrical as well. I'm coming straight at you and you can't hit me. I'm moving around side to side and you can snipe me, but I'm moving straight at you and you can't. Why? I can actually download some of this in to make it symmetrical. So then, so much use. I think that's gonna do my some little bit of patching here and there. Some amount of work around all of here to get this all decent and not just openly floating there for no reason. So obviously you can't just have like a thin layer of dirt that just floats there. But just like flattening that all across and making a big wall here isn't exactly a good option either. So, figure that out later, I guess, because now we can start going down and back with that. We should be able to get all the way down and back done. It's not the one I wanted to get rid of. There's like random little pieces, because what was annoying about that is what I know too. Technically, um, I think the zombie villager texture for the pet supplier is broken. I think their pet shop mod devs need to fix that then. I don't really care about saving that one because I've already gotten the husky that I want from a pet supplier. So if you want a pet supplier, if you want to go to a pet supplier to get some pets, then there's a village with some like way off somewhere. Plus, I think there's I healed a zombie villager earlier, like before streaming on the server here. Um, it was within the bounds of the colony, so it might be just when it's within the bounds of the colony that it heals into a colonist. Or it might be just always zombie villagers heal into colonists. I don't know, whatever. I should turn those on. That's nice. I don't know why, but like, if you're ever sitting in the seat and then you get up from the seat and go to like leave it and you get stuck here, I mean, either just kind of like turn back and forth until you get unstuck from here, or just close and reopen one of the doors, and it sometimes fixes it as well. Or jumping as well. I don't know, it's weird about that, I guess, but this way cold keeps getting better every day at least. It was perfectly fine one day, pretty bad cold another, and then each day after that it just gets better and better. I was kind of expecting it to be mostly gone by today, but yeah, oh well. So yeah, so I think all around for pouring out here is done now. Now, if you close those up, turn that back on. And for this, and let's get going. Alright. And it's not placing its track. Why? Why again? You're not placing your track. Oh my god. Like, seriously? I really. Why? Why does it not let me, like, uh, why is it not working? And that's, huh, huh. Mobs can't get all over tracks? That's interesting. So I guess you can use tracks as a mob barrier that you can just cross over. You can just walk, like, you can just walk over it just fine, but mobs can't get over it. That's interesting. Oh, alright then. That's an interesting, like, first thing here. And so I really don't want to get out, place a couple of track, get back in. But it's still not working. Right. Let's see. Like, the deployer is filtered for Rails. The train very much honors a lot of Rails. It's, it's just like randomly working here and there, then we just randomly run it. Yeah, it feels like to go away and get the tunnel blown out. It's literally never done this before. Like, it's never done this before. So, like, why? Not in case, you know? Like, man, whoever, maybe doesn't have a selection track. That would certainly cause issues. So, was it losing the fence? No, it definitely shouldn't have been in training. Okay. Very strange. What? Weird. Alright. Now let's get going. And saying that the fans kind of speed up like that going close. Ooh, actually picks up here as well. It's like just flatten that across saying that doesn't feel kind of play well. I don't know. That should be pretty much has like little holes at the top there of just flapping calls. If there's like a more major area where it's peeking out, then yeah. If there's like a more major area where like the terrain dips down below, then I'll either see if I can terraform around it a little bit so that it's not like see if I can terraform around it a little bit and but if it's just gonna end up looking too awkward then and like here I might be able to terraform this out a little bit or I might like make it as a place you can watch the trains go by but and then is it okay. Server lag? Maybe? Over here, I might actually just make it like a place where you can watch the, you can see the trains go by. That will also be widened out by another 7 blocks that way for the other side. Already making some pretty good quick progress here. I'm gonna do that again. This, I think it's just like weird server lag or something that's making it do this. Because I'm knowing that it's doing that, but oh well. I think a lot of this stretch I'll probably kind of terraform it around to make it like a place where you can watch the trains go by. And of course the stone deployers in the parking later. At least they never do. Yes. I don't know. But as I see if it's just like the water that's flooding over it that's causing an issue with it. But I might have to go down underneath and manually place some starting stone into them to get them to place it properly, but oh yeah, it was just the water interfering with it for some reason. Okay. Weird, but okay. What I like to do when riding back and forth on the LRT is I'll sit in a certain seat that's like right around the middle, and then I'll go to really, really, and then I'll like mostly go to the third person view here, and then go to like the opposite side, and then it kind of looks like a security camera that's like on the front corner or like the back corner of the train, like looking forward down the train. But that's annoying when it does that. Because now all isn't annoying around it to get back. Back in. Yeah, I could limit the speed. And I think if I limit the speed that it can go, it won't be quite so glitchy with issues like that, because obviously going at full high speed, it can end up missing placing a track, it can end up missing breaking a layer like it just did. Um, missing placing a track, missing placing a layer. If it suddenly comes out to an open area where it's not mining anything and it's just placing down track, then it can end up like all of a sudden just zipping along And when it's like zooming along, it can end up missing placing a track. So, yeah, leaving it so, like right here. It's like breaking the track and then all of a sudden it doesn't have doesn't have anything to mine out, so then it would just, well, I mean, if there wasn't stuff in the way that it can't break, but like, there wasn't stuff in the way of it placing track, and yeah, it would have just like, all of a sudden, zipped across this whole way and like missed a track partway through. Yeah. That's also because it like places the track right in front of the rails, which I could have also put the okay, I could have put the drill head and the stone and track deployers a little bit further forward from the wheels so that it would be placing the track further in front of it, which maybe could have prevented that derailed train message from popping up every time it goes a block forward. Like, yeah, this is gonna take a while to go all the way down. And I'll try increasing the train speed some. But also, if you somehow didn't know, you can use the scroll wheel to adjust the maximum speed that the train is allowed to go, so you can scroll down to bring it down to whatever maximum speed, or you can scroll up to bring the maximum speed back up. Hmm, I'm not sure. That's did cause an issue facing track. Yeah, indeed. Um, I think based on the line in the creative world, I think we'll some distance down that way we'll end up passing over a bit of lava, and we'll also hit into a spider cave. So we'll end up hitting a spider cave a little bit, but that'll be fun. I think it only just like kind of clips it a little bit on that bottom edge. So it's not like we're going right, it's not like it's going to end up going right through the middle of a spider cave, but and it will clip it just a little bit on that bottom edge, bottom left edge. It comes through this cave, which I'm not, kind of another reason not to have just a line of deployers all the way around to completely encase it, because like all of that cave is kind of a bit of nice detail to break up the boring plain stone walls that you're passing by. So kind of add just some bit of something to see as you're zooming down the track and on the LRT. Right, I'm out of rubber. Oh, at least I've been drinking a decent amount more water this time because my water bottle's empty. I do like that while going, like while tunnel boring like this, I can basically just hold W and it'll just go. Um, then when I get up to a high enough speed, I can just like let go of it and it'll just coast for a little bit. Or I just have to hold it for a while, for a little bit more to get it back up to speed again. I mean, I can just let go of it and just let it coast for a little bit, like have a drink of water, like I just did. Um, and then come back to it and just hold W to get it back up to speed again. Yeah, like hitting caves and other stuff like that is pretty decent. Like even just going through veins of ore is decent for it, because that'll add a little bit of something on the plain gray stone walls for you to see as you're between stop, going between them on the LRT. So, that's the lava I was just talking about. Uh, I think for crossing the lava, I think you have to manually place the track for that. You should open it when you close that. So you have to manually go around and place some stone across over it. Sure, like the lava's down a level from it, so it should be able to place the stone over top of it, but well, then I guess. I will also just place the stone 3 wide for the track, because again, that's another kind of like nice little detail for as you were traveling. Just having like a random lava pool that you pass over on your trip. Um, and also, I think as just kind of like a nice little detail, I'm also going to add a train signal like a few blocks further that way, facing this way, and then like signal, another signal on the return line a few blocks back from the lava, facing that way. So if there's a train down the line from it, then it'll avoid stopping over the lava. It'll stop like before it so that it's not being heated up and possibly melted by the lava. Given that obviously in Minecraft that can't actually happen, but kind of like a nice little, somewhat realistic-ish detail of honestly, uh, no train company or anything would have anything like that. I'd have to put it back for yeah. Right. Green, why are you not placing trap? Okay, why are you not placing the trap right now? Here, trap over the level. Can you get over it now? both like getting by the lava and like getting over the avoidance of the lava. Anyways, um, just make sure that's it. Okay, so that should be placing because that's not a selection track that it has. But yeah, I ended up with a selection track. They tell me that. Weird. There's technically I could have placed a cardboard on that, but if I don't really feel like it, so okay, it's able to continue again. But yeah, it was kind of like, if I and Subway or LRT went over a lava pool for some reason and didn't cover it up, they only covered over where the track is to support the track properly, then they probably would have some kind of like stop signaling a ways back from the lava pool to stop the trains from stopping over the lava if there's some kind of issue where they have to stop near it. And then will stop before the lava instead of on top of it. It's also nice that like coasting means that I can like stop controlling it and get back to it if that happens. But yeah, today's stream is gonna be a whole lot of this. Oh, we're just one there. Nice. Just listen for the dirt drinking here. We are just about there. Nice. So, fortunately, like, to be just like a nice straight line to here, it does have to go through the pillar, and I have some idea for some detail that I can add, because honestly just having like half of a pillar and just having it like randomly overhanging doesn't look very nice, so I can add like some details up the pillar further, which can't really see while I'm here, but I'll add some details like further up the underneath a little on blocks. Are we seriously for it? I really put way too many tracks into this, didn't we? Like, if we're actually like full on blocks, then okay. We definitely way overfilled on tracks then. That's for sure. Uh, yeah, we can add like some detail like up the tower where I can have it like kind of linked or like like have linked to the main building And we'll probably use the tileless track for that because it'll like look like metal supports for it, holding it, like tying it to it. And it looks like a really old building. Like it looks like a pretty ancient building. And then obviously like bringing in a modern LRT to here, drilled, they just kind of like went straight through these towers, not bothering to preserve them at all. And then they just kind of went straight through the towers, not bothering to actually preserve them at all. Like I am. Um, I think that's his no. Like I am, they didn't bother to preserve or like go around the towers at all. They just went straight through them. And then they realized that's not exactly very structurally sound. So then they had to add some ties to keep them up. So it kind of adds like some nice detail that matches the mix of themes between know, modern LRT and old building. Probably just a bunch of this random stuff into the backpack here. Uh, let's see, whatever random blocks have we picked up here? And a whole bunch of stuff under the tree here. Yes. And then keeping out so that I can yeah, fill in under the tracks here. Because obviously the water is preventing it from filling those in. Actually, so I could just go in under the water here instead. And um, there's a little unfortunate about that. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I don't need. Standing and there. Nothing there. Push you. So all the way across there needs to be filled in. Just missed that. Is it first again? Still have plenty of space for stuff like as a little unfortunate about all of the storage of the train filling up before we managed to make it all the way. I like could have I probably if I dumped all of the blocks of boring out around the turn, like if I dumped all the blocks of boring out the end loop, then it probably would have been able to make it. So I think I'm going to make an end loop or a temporary turnaround loop here so that I can drive straight all the way back, dump it all out, dump all of the inventory out, which I might have to place a whole bunch more items out for all of that. Then come back, I'll have to figure out where the turnaround loop here actually starts. Hmm. Yeah, because I'm not sure where the actual edge of the platform is here. Actually, I did bring a schematic and that, so I could actually find out. Community station. Because I captured enough of the wall, I can actually line it up properly. And I should probably really you, man. Um, it's a community station here. And I think, actually, yeah, this corner of cobblestone here is exactly where the corner of the steps to go up to this side of the platform lines up. So that's quite a statue for sure. Yeah, so that corner of the steps is where that lines up to. So, not sure. It's from me lining it up easier. And then, so that's what I definitely went for to go a little ways further than I need to, but yeah, so just a little bit here to break out, and then yeah, I'll put, oh, actually, if colonists can't cross Tyler's track either, actually, one, how can I test this out? What if I just put a track thing and just again, stop. Can I actually just trap you right there with track? No, colonists can cross over. Damn it. I can't just place track to create a barrier for them. Unless colonists that are actually part of the colony are trapped here. Hmm.
Good to see you.
Oh, well, I think, so Okay. Yeah, so there's only one builder per building. I think now that that's level 2, then I can upgrade the guard tower to level 2. I do actually want to see if he actually gets trapped there by that. Because if he actually is unable to cross by the track, that other one that just crossed right over it isn't actually part of the colony yet. They're just a visitor that I have to recruit. And it was all annoyed, like, these ones with that icon above them mean that they're not part of it yet, and I can recruit them. But if they don't have that above them, then they are actually. Okay, never mind. They don't have that above them, then they aren't actually part of the colony. But yeah, he just got out of it. So, okay. Then I don't think I can use chalk to block them off from it then. Alright, alright. It's, I don't know, why did it suddenly get dark around here? Or is it, oh, it's probably just because the sun passed over the building. Which is a damn massive building, like, holy crap. It's a really big building, but it's hella cool though, right? Um, yeah, so I think from here over, so for that area of dirt, um, actually, think, I think that like 2 or 3 blocks in front of these stairs, having like those caution blocks, like and 2 or 3 blocks in front of each stairs having them, and then like a strip. Yeah, 2 or 3 block wide strip of that coming across here, and then just kind of a border around the turnaround loop. This is a bit of detail to be like, hey, careful. You're approaching track here, and you could very much get run over by it. So, yeah, yeah, you're approaching track. Do be careful here, please. We do not want you to be run over, because that would be a whole bunch of paperwork for us to do. Hmm. Let's see here. I think rest of the room 2 over here being filled in with stone. I think I might have to set up a smelting belt back at base for turning a whole bunch more cobble into stone. For this, I'll do it over now. These ones don't actually have collision, but still, there's at least solely first. Sometimes it really depends. Um, Also, one nice mod that we have on the Fabric server will refill your inventory, or will refill your hand from your inventory. So instead of when I run out of a stack of stone, I have to open it, place another stack in my hand, and continue going. I can just, when the stack I'm currently working with runs out, it would just automatically put another stack from my inventory in my hand to continue placing. I'm not, I'm honestly not sure what mod does. I'm not sure what mod it is we have that does that. Because the fabric pack is based on another pack that I just added a chunk more mods to and turned it into our own. So, one, I'm not sure what mod it is, and two, I'm not sure if it's even on Forge or if it's fabric only, but there probably is a mod for that on Forge, but I feel like the pack is probably going to stay pretty much mostly as it is right now for a while. Don't tell me only flat track is playing. Oh, God. Ice. Very worth. Okay. So southwest would be. Um, okay. That's only the second time they've popped up here, so let's do some at least. Where's the bell? I don't know if yeah, there's an unfortunate brown bear that's stuck on it spawned on the roof and it's just stuck way up there. She's funny, but where are they? You say southwest. How far southwest? Where are they then? Yeah, I named the colony for St. John, which, if I guess, it kind of is a thing. It is related to the convention because it's where the name of the convention came from, which that's just kind of like a bunch of explaining. You have to explain a bunch to for that. Because Fort St. John is where I am and where the convention is currently hosted from, but eventually will be in person. Are they in the building? Are they like in here? Like, where the hell are they? Last time they spawned, like, I think it was over around here, somewhere that they spawned, but if they spawned in the building here somewhere, then that's gonna be a little annoying to find. Run all around in here. Oh,
Who wants to fight?
they did spawn in the
I'll
building
be
here.
back.
This is not the place for barbarians. They are a commit. Oh, wow. Oh, enchantment shine is like reflective. Oh, that's interesting. Where is the other one? It's no. Trying to find some barbarians in here. I swear if the other barbarian in here spawned on an upper floor. I think the other barbarian must have spawned on an upper floor. Christ, I want to get this place lit up. Here's the campfire for them, so gotta be close by around here at least. Right? Why did you have to spawn in the community building, dude? Why in the building? Where are you? Swear to God, if something happens to the colony because I can't find this barbarian, I don't know, I can't really purchase. Um, I have sticks maybe. There's so much. And there's at least some light around me. Like, where the hell even? Where? Like, um, where was centered around thing, I can also dunk in water to have an so there's a tree. Find a barbarian here. And where, where is this guy? Like, community building has to be the worst spot for them to spawn in. They spawned, like, outside of it some would been fine, but it had to be in the building here. Like, we spawned. But there's, like, couldn't have spawned, like, outside of there or next to it or somewhere else entirely. Um, wow. Okay, I've never been in here with shaders on, let alone at the right time for that. Oh my god, dude. I can't imagine what the upper floors are like because those have like giant glass pane windows. We have to, I have to go through all of the library area here just if it was in here anywhere. Like, is there a limit or something on how long you have to get rid of them before something happens to your colony? Like, yeah, those giant glass windows, like, oh my god, this episode is beautiful. This shader is amazing. So I have to go and keep okay, then let the don't rain bubble coming through. Wait, when you hit a skeleton with a torch, it lights it? That's cool. Look at this! Oh, I was so glad I can play on stream on this server with shaders. Cause like, oh, this is amazing. Oh, this building is so cool. Oh my god. Oh, look at that. That's just so cool. You don't tell me though. Like, what is Oh, hmm. Hmm. I need them from researching tech on the level 1 tech more scrolls. So I needed to get the enchanters tower. There's an enchanter's tower. I think it's in an enchanter's tower for researching it. Okay. Scrolls. Okay, workers and seaman governors. Cool. Expedition log to the Netherlands. Double as swarm resist when rated swarm resist leaks. And that to from the craft. I have no ideas. Number of books based on their level. Caribbean made? No. Yeah, like, those building is some cool shaders. You know, I really wish I could, like, light it up just a bit more to be able to see, but not have to light it up like a whole bunch to keep mobs from spawning. But I have no clue where that barbarian is. Like, honestly, in here, because they don't show up on the map, there's a lot of mobs that are going to spawn in here. Yeah. It's like that frog right in front of me doesn't show up because it's not at the top button. That means I've probably like a couple of otters now stuck on the roof as well, and it's possibly a creep with a skeleton. Because, yeah, it is dark enough night time for like anything that shows on the map is usually at like the very top level. So only things like looking down from the sky it shows on the map, because obviously there's a ton of mobs. Because obviously there's like a whole ton of mobs in here, but it doesn't show any of them because they're not like out visible from the sky. They're under cover. It's like even the moonlight shines through. And moonlight shines through. Oh my god. This shader is so cool. Lag. And like, where the hell are you? I'm gonna do something I shouldn't, but just because it would take probably a number of hours. Honestly, it would probably take like a couple streams worth to find them. Really, how is not that any free? Furniture barbarian, maybe. Doing, and that it probably would have taken me at least a stream or two to find them. At least a stream or two, if not multiple. So, as I might as well just get rid of them and avoid having to go through all that hassle of having to find them before I can do anything more for the railway here. I know it literally just straight up cheated, but I'm not gonna deal with it right now. I just want to get this gun here, but also, I swear if that entire thing is one block over from where it has to be. Because I worked out the exact corner of those stairs. It worked out the corner of those stairs so that I could make sure that none of the colony buildings would interfere with it at any level. I didn't write it down, but I mean I did. Like, remember or at least. Hmm. That corner is misplaced by someone. Oh, that corner is where it is. So I did write that corner down. It's, yeah, 982 negative 92. Okay, so this doesn't mark out around the corner. It is the corner. Okay, good. That is very good. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Also, you look away. Also, thank God for like little details that like poke out from the wall. Because with these details, because with those details, like that one block poking out right there, like that one up there poking out, I can line that up to overlap on these. It is good. Center of track for the down line is -77. I did not mark edge of track at -77. I did mark it. Thank God for past me making sure the schematic went up to, like, went into the door by one to ensure that would all be captured to line it up. And making sure this was actually like the corner of it. So yeah, so that this will be the station. Of course, it was platform 1 for return, platform 2 for down. And then there's the displays, which will show that corner will show the time until the train arrives. This corner will show the name of the next train arriving, and then all of like the rest of the bottom of it will say the station that it's that the next train that's arriving, which station that one's going to. So the next stop that the currently incoming train is going to. Like, I love this shader so much. Oh, it's complimentary unbound. Right, so I know there's 25. Yeah, unbound. Complimentary unbound. Later that my friend, one of my friends found, they told me about because it has realistic water without messing with, like, it adds realistic water and a sky and lighting without messing with any of the rest of the Minecraft style. So like all the rest of the style of Minecraft is untouched. It's basically just the water, the style of the water that's changed to be realistic, and the sky being more realistic, as well as like obviously very nice lighting. You might also notice that like the ceiling of the station is solid, yet the roof slants up because all in that space will be uh, all in that space will be the create workshop. So we'll have a create workshop that'll be within that at the community building, and then somewhere in the community building will be the community storage. It was really even single player worlds. I make a community storage. Like even on single, like, cause the pure survival world on my Xbox that I've had for a long time, and I have a ton of playtime on. I have a community storage on that, which almost all of my playtime was by myself on it, but you know, well, just in case any of my friends wanted to play, or anyone else wanted to play with me on my world, then I'd have a community storage set up. But anyways, I've always done a community storage, so I've always done community storage on my worlds. Because it's nice to have and it's me. Just because it's like a really nice thing to have because any extra stuff that you have, you can just get rid of pretty easily. So say if you have a whole bunch of extra of stuff that you can't really get rid of, or that like could be useful to someone else, then yeah, you can just give it to someone else. Or by dropping it into community storage, you can just give it to someone else if they need. So let me feel, and then I'm going to make a turn. It has to go in some ways. Yeah, if you have anything extra, you can put it into community storage for anyone who might need it. Um, yeah, so if we need something, you can check community storage to see if someone had any extra of it. Um, but where should not really not have to be. I think has been back a couple of links. Yep, there's if you have extra, drop it in community storage, and if there's something you need, check community storage first to see if someone had extra of it. That I bet is probably actually one out from that. Yeah. Check if someone had any extra of it, which someone probably did have extra of it. So then you can just, I mean, grab it from community storage and, well, like, I don't actually keep much of anything in my private storage. Well, actually, I do keep a decent amount of stuff, but I tend to just put stuff in community storage a lot more than my own private storage. So, yeah, let's see. That goes to be one, two, three, another five blocks over there. So then, keep it a bunch of them. And that one, two, three, from that brings over some that needs to be over 1 to 3. Except to okay. Yeah, so I tend to keep stuff on community storage a lot more, just because if I don't need it right now, and someone else can take and use it, right? So I just like doing that because it's nice. Oh, I need more gold. I can go. Oh, look, I've run out of gold. I need more gold. I can just go over and check community storage for it before going and mining for more, right? I don't know, can I not get rid of this load tab? This is how back. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. Can't wait. Ignoring liver packets. Okay. Well, there's nothing around after. Make sure this means up top and then again. And there, and it's ready. So, yeah, so, like, instead of having to go mining or collecting for stuff, we can just go check community storage first to see if someone else had extra of it. And then chances are someone did have extra of it, so then you can just yoink it from there instead of having to go out for it. Respond to me. Check some now. I'm to go around this one way and then go back around it the other. It's good. What should we? First of all, to if I try and sleep out and under open sky, I can't. I have to be under something because of my origin. There's a few downsides to the origin, but they're really not too bad. I really don't mind them. So, first, I can't sleep unless I'm undercover. Well, alright then. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. I can just make sure that I'm undercover when I sleep, so. Yeah, I'm gonna look this, see what I can just fully back and forth between them here. just a temporary crossing so that I don't have to like do a whole either a whole like awkward backup around thing or go around and tunnel bore all the way down back and turn around there and then come back all the way back up the wrong way just to go back around that the other way. I totally missed that. Let's to go around it this way here. So I can get all this point out. And they'll actually come sit over here. That's what we're doing again. Come sit over here. Over here. So that I'm not ending up in the middle of stuff. And then I can, the rest of it I can just line out by hand because it's just the middle part of that. All the rest of this outside here is all gonna be done by it. And it's a little annoying that it has to. It is a little annoying that it has to like do out all that corner with that building there. Has to take out that corner. Like really, you have to take out the corner of the building here. So I'm also gonna have to fill that back in some here. That is, all that we have to fill it back in anyways, and the like the tunnel bore drills out to the side like way further than actually needed, so of course. At least I don't have to worry about the LRT clipping the sides here because it bores out like way far enough over that it won't. So it's just kind of like I guaranteed I won't hit it. But still, annoying having to deal with all this. I guess now here. The creeper's not able to get to me because it can't pass through the rails. Because for some weird reason, mobs just like at least hostile mobs like those just can't pass by the rails. It's weird, but I guess it's useful, at least. We can just use rails as a barrier for them instead. Because then you can just pass right on by, not have to worry at all, whereas they can't get by at all. So, sucks to be you, hostile mob, you can't get by. Well, I can just casually walk on by wherever I need. Okay, so push my mail. Mangrove is a little annoying to clear out because of all of just the random blocks of it that generate in it instead of all being connected together to very clearly be able to clear it out. It's like some just randomly in there. And that's poured out. I don't have to know about plenty of this. So now that's all clean that out. I don't have to keep this on as I come through the only reason the creeper got to me is because I accidentally broke the rail. Because normally it can't pass by the rails. Hmm. I don't know, man. I kind of like the sound of walking over mud bricks. That it's weird. And it's like it sounds like you're walking over brick or a tile or something, but it's also wet. Like it's like walking over a wet tile. Where does that sound? It's walking over the mud bricks is like walking over a wet tile. It sounds like walking over a wet tile. Or at least a kind of wet, weird, sort of like weird wet tile. I mean, like, really, probably if you even just said that to someone, they'd probably be so confused and weirded out. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Wet tile? Ew. What the hell is wet tile? What does wet tile even sound like? Words. Just. Yeah, just absolutely confusing about somebody with that. um, okay, I know that's gonna try to do the role. I mean, all of that is to be. I'm even. Um, really clear about the positive. Still the mural. I should keep the sticks. But you. So. Yeah, well, I should be able to bring the schematic cannon over to get a material checklist for this. But I'd still have to get off all the way down back first. And that's how I'm just mine out the rest of this first as well. And then so let's mind of it from. I also found out that there's a secret hidden staircase around, like, around in, like, one of those, like, little spaces on the side of the building here that go, like, all the way up. You didn't hear that from me, though. Um, yeah, I got like a weird little secret staircase that leads up to. Like I found it because I was like figuring out proper lighting and creative. Uh, Anytime I say in creative, I mean like on my creative testing world. I don't go into creative on server. I stay in survival on server. So anytime I'm saying in creative, I mean on my creative testing world. Yeah, move for advertising. Really need to stop with that because they probably are just being banned from probably most streamers that they're sending those messages to are probably just banning them like I am. So it's not really much use to those because you're probably just being banned. So then it should be okay. Yeah, so I think I need that to fall asleep back in first. So I'm gonna head back down to dump out everything that's been mined out. Uh, oh my god. Yeah. Oh, Christ. Go down and get everything dumped out from it. And obviously, I don't want to reverse all the way there because reversing has a speed limit. Quite a speed limit for reversing. Good to remember to hold turn to get around that. Yeah, so I can turn actors off so that it's not placing rail as we go through stuff like that. Now I can actually unlimit the speed because now we're just zooming on back, which I think is just a couple minutes to go all the way down the line. But by that, like, oh, hey, oh yeah, real fast. And the first time I ever heard that sound while zooming down a track in a train, oh, I freaked out. Oh, I freaked out so much because I thought I ran over a fox, but no, it's just my origin, because when I'm sitting in a seat controlling a train, my movements don't count towards being active. So I have to be active, like moving around, because if I stand still for too long, or just crouch and hit shift, then I turn into a fox. But, of course, because anything that's hit by a train going fast enough is just straight up one shot, probably not something very high health like a wither, and definitely not the ender dragon, but I mean, that could be a way of taking out the ender dragon or just running it over with a train a couple times. That would be funny. I want to see someone do that. If there's anyone watching the VOD of this after stream that wants to do that, then please do. Oh, I need to put the power back up for those. If anyone is watching this wants to do that, of like try killing the Ender Dragon, like try beating the game, like killing the Ender Dragon by running it over with a train a few times. Please do that and tell me about it later because that is that would be actually hilarious. I'm gonna take that off because we don't need any more railing here yet. Oh wow, that's actually a lot. You know, 37,000 cobble. Oh, that's gonna take so long to clear out. Come on. Oh, God. 37,000 cobble at this speed is gonna take so long to clear that out. Oh, God. I only have like an hour, 15 minutes left of stream. I only have like an hour, 20 left of stream, so like, well, really, let's see. I'm gonna let that clear out for some time. Um, yeah, I'm gonna let that clear out. Drop it and filter a lot of the wall. I'll be right back. Eh, cold outside. Yes. Oh, chilly outside. It's so cold. God, I'm shaking way more than I should be. It's always like they just mildly cold that makes you shake the most. When it's like freezing cold out, you don't really shake at all. But like just mildly cold outside. Yes. Oh God, it's still 34,000. Come on, come on. Cat round up a little bit more in here. Yes. Like I was saying, if anyone watching the VOD of this after wants to try and beat the game by killing the Ender Dragon by running it over with a train a few times, please do that and let me know. I very much want to see someone do that because that would be funny. But, oh my gosh. I could make a rotational speed controller to speed that up a whole bunch. Because obviously it is way too slow. It probably would have been done clearing out by now if it was at max speed. Uh, I'm gonna see how much I'm shaking. Uh, what precision mechanism, grass casing. I did take those and get me smoking. And that up just a little bit. Yeah, no, I feel like could also actually like play on stream in or well I'll probably play on the server in VR, but probably not on stream in VR because that would probably take a bit too much. Because, all of the streaming and stuff would probably take a bit too much for running VR with it all like that. Um, Which is real, unlike somewhere place and you I guess while that's clearing out, I'll go make the review. Forgot that there's a big hole here now. I'm gonna make that mechanism for that. Just let's do that. No, can you get this string? Bloody hell. Hold shoot here. Usually put that in range with that lady. You and perfect. Look at that. Great. And please actually give me a mechanism and not random scrap. Because I've really made a mechanism quickly here. I not random scrap 4 or 5 times in a row. I know scroll wheel means that I end up scroll process. See exactly what I was just talking about. Like, there we not copy procedure. Also, I think that's way too high a chance of random scrap for it, because it's just so incredibly annoying. So, what was the random scrap chances that? Here we go. What is the random scrap? 20%. So, technically should be 1 in 5, but I have gotten random scrap 5 times in a row. Um, and as well on the fabric. Alright, there you go. On the fabric server, no, it's like the on the fabric server, we have a whole bunch of custom discs that are all of my, that's literally all of my furry music list on discs. As I just make like a bunch. Tell me what's not bring it to the air. I have a lot of things. Let me use those two. Let's email up to I think 16 at a time. So I'm coal for that. Take that symbol. And send we send the last stream. Metals in first, then heat. I just must accidentally clicked the base and add some metals out of it. It melted it down. Six. That's exactly why. Because now, funny, I get to grab the. I didn't get mold. Get that over here for the farm of copper that I just melted down. Page. Oh, put it onto that belt to be wrong. Into the farm of copper and get meals. So and probably be a bit faster if you put it in the thing instead. Yeah. Then you get to knowledge and zinc. The funniest thing that a mob can be playing when they spawn with an instrument is like one of the songs for the instruments that that are like battle music. Like I think we have Megalovania is one of them. It's like one of the funniest things that either Megalovania or Spider Dance or one of the other kind of battle or boss fight ones. That's probably like the funniest thing that they can be playing. So now, that 32 glass, I need to make sure that I take it out as soon as it's produced, because then I'll have to do the ingot mold thing again, which is annoying that you can melt down metals. Take it out real quick. And obviously for putting it in, actually I guess I could recipe filter then, now that I have some I can recipe filter for it, so it won't do anything else but brass ingot. And then it doesn't matter if I throw an uneven bunch of others in. Yeah, you have to start out with an even amount of copper and zinc into it before putting heat on it. Then you can put one, then you can set the recipe filter and then you don't have to worry about it. Unless you run out of heat on the blaze burner. I'm gonna get a drill cat here. Can't really do my proper because yeah, I can't really do my proper. I can't do it properly with food like this. And I don't. I'm pretty sure I didn't add. Do we already have some? We have a whole bunch of names. Right. I don't. I'm pretty sure I didn't add. Commit nodes. The fabric. I think loading into the server on the fabric server takes a lot longer. Just because yeah, loading into the server on the fabric server takes a lot longer because the resource pack that holds all of those disks, it's 95 disks. So it's a lot to all have to load. So I'm not sure you can understand why that takes so long to load on Fabric server. There's obviously a Forge server, we don't have any resource pack, actually. um, no, actually, there is the Create Simple Storage resource pack for Create Styled Tone Simple Storage. But that's not enabled by default, and it doesn't take very long to load it anyways. So well, this will also be a bit nicer because then I can just pop that on there. I should pop it on there. Wait a minute. I could just do that goes. No, could you like do that? Let's see. Could you like not hit me try to do stuff and there you go. A big tech resource pack for the fabric server takes a while to load because of that. There's a big 95 disks worth that has to load from it. Yeah, but the Forge hack, I think, takes longer to load. So actually, like, initially loading into the Forge pack, initial load into the game takes longer on Forge because it's, well, one, a decent amount more mods, and all of the mods add some more, or somewhat more, but also, isn't too short? Might be short. But also, Forge just generally takes longer to load than Fabric does, I think. It could be just the fact that we have more mods on Forge, but I think it's is also that Forge just takes longer. And that I need to adjust the other way. Look at how much faster that is. Hmm. So that should be clearing out in a lot faster. Which I probably should have done that before I went into the bathroom for a lot but look at that. Much faster. Still obviously gonna take a while, but much faster. Um, well, I thought there was enough storage on it to go all the way down and back. I think being over. Okay, no, actually. But now I'm kind of questioning if we have enough for it, because that seems like less than half of what we loaded in. I am going to allow Valve to load back in while that's going as well. I'm going to allow Rail to load in slowly still as well, but now allow that to load in while that's going. So we can maybe have enough to go all the way down, as I'm not sure if we will. I guess since the turnarounds are done, I can also just dump these in. But I'm not sure if we're going to have enough time this stream for that. We should have enough, I don't know, but I'm not sure if we're going to have enough time the rest of this stream to be able to go all the way down. Yeah, I thought we would need more item vault. Like, is it where's more item vault? Do I have that with me? No. I'm not sure if we're going to have enough time this stream for that. It's like, it took a decent amount of time to go all the way. It took a decent amount of time to go all the way down. So I'm not sure if we're gonna have enough time to go the other way back all the way. Because I think if we end up with not enough time, I might just end the stream in the middle of it instead of going half an hour or an hour over time again. Because I really want to stop going so much over time. Obviously, some people not happy about me saying up. So, that's yeah, like, I mean, for one, my parents aren't happy about me staying up this late. Even though I'm an adult, I can do what I want. So, but I'm not too terribly happy with me staying up so late. And when I run over time on the stream, Husband is not too happy about that. My husband was not too happy when I went overtime. Like, last stream's just about 2 hours over time was not good. I definitely need to avoid doing that. um, I think I'll probably just head all the way down and then bore all the way back so that I don't have to. Well, if I bore all the way down, then I have to come all the way back. So I can just head down, then bore the way back, and then be able to just have the train here. That should be out soon. I also just remembered that I have any alert of that. I did also just remember that I'm not at all. I think I'm just going to reverse it for a quick sec so that I can yank out some material for that plan. Is that not empty? Or is it only it's transferring the other vault into here? Okay, hold on. And I need to reverse that back. Head over here and disconnect this vault so that it's not doing that. But maybe disconnect this here because breaking that could then cause these to both start just dumping. That's good. And head back over here to reverse that. And I'm just trying to milk some rail over there. Then first reverse it back. Put this on back here. There goes. Then I should be able to. Hmm. 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 Get a storage location for the tunnel around here. I think. Hmm. The station is going to be here, then I could maybe bring it around that I'm not speaking out then. If you need a place that's at least, it's going to be at least one block back from the wall, so there's like a solid wall between it, and like far enough in that you can't like see it very well from just like here. So that will be three blocks from the center of the rail needs to be at least. Um, Yeah, I have to figure out where that's going to be able to go into a hidden underground area without peeking out above the terrain. Cause there's the olive. This here I can't exactly yeah, can't exactly bring it out there, can I? I could maybe, but I want it to be like an S curve in so that it's like just kind of like tucked away to the side in. Because if I just turn it in, then you're gonna be able to just look into it and see it. I want it to be all kind of hidden away ish. Um, honestly, finding a spot for that because honestly, the station being all like all into like here. I do not need actually really if there's enough room I could maybe bring it around from like here instead and bring it over, I guess. I mean, anyways, something has to be greased. And let me bring that up to actually, yeah, because this station goes back into the wall by a few blocks. And if the station was back a decent ways, I'll have to go when I make it goes round. And we'll have to go like into like all the way back here or something. How long would we be able to do that one? Yeah, it'll have to be like pretty far away in under here, and then the others are gonna have to do some terraforming up above. Probably a decent amount of terraforming up above for that. Once they bring over this 5 different forward by some distance, so it can actually not be too sharp. But, anyhow, I think that should be just fine for it. And obviously I'll have to extend some number of blocks further from that so that I can have it come in and store in behind the station. Does that be it was absolutely nothing in 6 blocks from this wall, which I think is and I saw the schematic of the station with me and none of it anyway. I think that should be far enough in back there for it. Yeah, I definitely don't have enough time to do the other side of the toilet this stream. So, other side of the tunnel would be next stream then. I was hoping I would at least be able to get the tunnel drawing done, but honestly a little bit much to do everything. Let's see. Channel one. Phone station. Definitely need to make sure that the spawn station doesn't go in back too far. I'm not coming to do here. Yeah, because if I come in back here and there's like anything, oh, I did actually capture that here. No, there was one more layer of wall back there, but yeah. Yeah, so it was the one nice station under here. And then, obviously some to fill out here. But finally, being able to dig out to where the walls are of this. That's 2 blocks up from here. So yeah, be able to dig this wall out here, back. And is kind of important because, well, that's the station, so everything so like that's right up against the bathroom a little bit there, so from here is 1, 2, 3, so the 4 blocks in, so that's about 3, 4 blocks in, so I have probably 2 blocks of lean then, if that's if that's to there, then yeah, it's a wall of, so then I have a wall of 2 blocks between that, so yeah, are safe thing like that, at least. And then, yeah, this fingers thing, we could probably just get rid of like this extra bit here, but right now I have to fill in some bit of wall there as the window stairs here. And get rid of these parts of it. Then I should also at least mine back enough for those. So that's right back to those, which I probably will also have to do some filling in there unless I bring that curve back to like here. to bring it over or something, which probably will do, yeah. Um, so I said, then back here is where it would be stored, and then that has to as code back. Like starting from the same rail here. Yeah. So it's still, and then, so I think because of like all that being drilled out already, that curve coming in here won't be too much issue. Going to there, with that. Uh, yeah, so I have this come around and store in back there so that this building platform here can be empty and ready for it. So now I have to back it up around here. Bring it a little forward here. And back it up again. And then we'll bring it around here. Good. So and on this side, I shouldn't be doing to this. Racing until coming around there, I guess. I mean, I think that should at least be clear enough for it. It's being at least fine back, but it will be completely hidden behind that wall there. And then it just sits a bit of that spoiler. Maybe this one was right for enough is to be there's like two blocks. And of course, it stopped placing its own tracks down. So I'll just study up there. We could make it through it from one way than the other. Like, seriously. Seriously. So you just put forward to the truck there. And then we see if that is nothing when you being question. Well, I was in the present. So usually I have the alchemist tell them then so really and on more and more coming around here you can't see it, it would just be like a big hole there. I mean I think we would turn it around and be becoming a bigger hole. Which actually I don't think that is fine back for that then. Otherwise, yeah, there would have to be 2 volts back, so at least that will be cleared out of the video. Which means that when coming around, you'll be able to see it somewhat, but other than if you're paying attention, oh, the windows on the elevator, you won't be able to. Okay. I think that probably is good. There. So now I have to back to someone else again. Beep, 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 beep. Sure must enough to see her, and I can use some rest. You may learn to. We can like just barely each other move. Yeah, so now I need to slow it. That's a bit quick. Back. I swear around the repeat performance. And then back here, then back and then that. And then we back on the universe here for this. And then back in the universe. Back it all around much, which is just enough for that. It's interesting that when drilling them out, it like drills from like the top down with that step first. Because I probably don't really need any of that drill right there. And then I could set one. And then I can make those off. Yeah. And then I can on this one mode. But and here. forward in here. And then underneath to this is this and underneath here to and any possible long track. Actually, I really need to just step back with it's a nice here first and then actors back. I don't think that cleared up by itself. Let us see under here. Right, clearing up on save. Goes right. I get a return coming there. So it feels good and ready to go. And we're clean up to there here. No. Where is it? Where is it? You want me to deal with that guy again? No. Oh, he's way above me. Oh, he's way above me. You haven't watched. I think it was the last stream I did with the one of him as well. Yeah, I think it was the last stream. I had one of him spawn as well. If you haven't watched the last stream that I got one of these spawned, you probably have no idea why I'm so horribly afraid right now, but a ton of health, a ton of health hits very hard even for having all of this armor that I have on. Like even for having all of did my builder's goals break? Seriously? How did my builder's goals break out? But whatever. Even having like protection for like 3 or 4 pieces of protection for armor on, I still take 3 or 4 hearts of damage per hit from him. Like I can only be hit a couple times and I have to keep my food, I have to keep my hunger and saturation up. Like hits very heavily. Like if I didn't have this armor on, he'd probably one-shot me. Yeah, hits heavily, has a ton of health, and is extremely fast. I mean, like, really, really fast. He is hard to hit, so actually knocking his health down, like actually knocking all of that ton of health that he has down, takes a while. So you need to tower up with something. You need to tower up above to where he can't hit you, and then just sit there for a while dealing with them. Can you despawn? Please, when you despawned. Can at least jump up to here if he comes down here. Okay, I think he despawned. Okay, we're good. Phew, that's not fun at all. I do not like that. I do not like when he spawns. I have only, he has only spawned on me 3 times. The first time was probably the scariest time because I realized how heavily he was hitting me. And I had no idea how to properly deal with him yet. And it took me quite a while to deal with him properly. So, wait, why did that get done? Why did none of that get done? Because let me just take that out right from here. Okay, Dutch, not Dutch, Dutch, not Dutch. And I think my shader makes the torch glow at least a little bit around me. I also have portable light sources mod, so torch lights when you're out of the rain and actually like glows pretty brightly and then goes out in rain. So a pretty cool little detail of it. Yeah, but I guess it's mostly just for style that I want it to be hidden. It's like it would be kind of cool, like if even in real life the tunnel bore they used wasn't like totally blocked off, completely blocked off and hidden from view. If the tunnel bore they used in real life, like the just kind of bored it over to the side a little bit and then didn't block it off so you could actually see. And I know it's not a tunnel bore train, like it's a whole big giant machine that takes like years to bore a large tunnel for a subway. Like, it's a big, massive machine, but it would still be cool if you're like riding the subway and you went around a corner and you were just looking out the window as you came around the corner and you could see some of the machine and you could like just barely get a peek at some of the machine and it's made the tunnels you're going through. I think that'd be cool. Of course, you know, for proper style and looks, they all, yeah, they're, well, usually, you usually they dismantle the whole thing. That's what they usually do, is dismantling the machine they used for it. But if it's too big or costly to dismantle, then they just kind of bore it down somewhere hidden and then block it off so that it can't be seen by the public. So, um, it goes through these tracks back in. And now that's all right out, done, and ready. Yeah, unfortunately didn't have enough time for that, but I forgot to disable the actors and recurs. Oops. I'm gonna pack it back and clean those up, and then I have to, if I help, uh, every time noise, forget, and I have to come and clean stuff out and drugs, and, and then, maybe, and then that's all lit up into it. And forward sign to disengage from that first, then just can reach it from here. No, can vectors off so it's not placing random rail as it goes around caves. Right? Because it like takes a minute to go along with it. Just that's a usually happens. Connect every block really from its element is being that I'll have to clear out and now just do it do right, okay? Yep. Sometime later I probably will do like a full manual walk down the whole line. God, God. I will do a whole like walk down the whole line later. And I don't know that we this isn't right now we're gonna damn it. No, it is the whole walk down the line. So like so I'll have to do a whole walk down the line to place the extra signals for me, but uh, yeah, so next stream we'll be going back down the other way and then starting on one of the stations. So that'll be fun. And then obviously having the tunnel bore here, if really anyone goes like exploring way out somewhere far away and they find a place that we should build an LRT station to, um, or if the colony like eventually expands like a whole ton, if the colony expands a whole ton, or someone goes adventuring out far somewhere and finds a place that we should have an LRT line to, then, well, we have a tunnel bore for it. And it can also go on a diagonal because it can place track on a diagonal. we'd just have to like bore out straight to a point and then just manually mine out and place a curve out to a diagonal and then just get it running down that diagonal for a ways until we have to stop, manually mine out some and do a turn. Yeah, do a turn again to straight line up to the final location where the station will be. But we're not stuck too entirely east, west, and north, south. We can do diagonals because it places on diagonals. But, yeah, so really, next stream be going down and then starting on the station. So, that was all from me. And